Thinking that it's impossible for a woman to be navigating through life without having a roster or talking to different men, that's crazy. That's crazy that y'all men could even believe that there's enough great candidates out on the dating scene that somebody could have a roster. I hate to break it to you, unless you don't have standards, there's no way to possibly have a ongoing roster. It's not. Because it's not hard to figure out when something ain't gonna work with somebody and when something don't make sense. So to just be keeping people around who don't make sense and will never be an eligible candidate is a waste of time.
What's up, guys? It's Tay Baby. First and foremost, Dana, you look incredible. Your skin is glowing through the roof, baby. You look amazing. I just want to say that. I love Dana's takes, you guys, because she's very biased. She talks about men and women topics, and she doesn't side with nobody, which I love the most. And I'm on the same boat as her. Like, I don't have hate or ill will towards anybody. I'm just very strong in what I say, and I stand on business with my morals and my boundaries. I cannot stand one thing about having tattoos and looking a certain type of way. When you're really pretty and look a certain way, people always think you got men. People always think you got men. First and foremost, one of my biggest pet peeves I could say for myself is I don't like being touched. So how the hell am I going to have a roster if I don't even let men get close to me? How? And then here's another thing. I'm a big lover girl. Why would I have a roster full of men when I know they just want to use me? I know in my heart it wouldn't sit well with my spirit. I personally cannot let a guy pump me up and leave me there and then just go on his merry little day. You don't want to be with me? Like, I'm not good enough to like sit alongside? Like, I'm not good enough to want to be with? That's how I think. And I think honestly, if I was to do that, I'd be like those girls that are like, what are we? Please help me. And I don't want to be like that. So I personally don't think a roster is good for somebody like me. Another thing, I like to spend so much time alone, it's not even funny. It's very rare that I actually like somebody where I'm like, let me give my time to this person, because every time I do, they always tell me why I shouldn't. And I personally don't even want to handle one person right now. So now imagine a roster of people. Do you know how many men you have to juggle to do stuff like that? And here's my biggest thing. Imagine women in this generation having a roster and getting nothing out of it. You're letting these men pump you and dump you at the thought of getting STDs. You could possibly get pregnant. And there's no point. And then having all those men in your house or men around you. My house is my safe space. I don't want random people up in here. And then how long do you have to talk to somebody before you sleep with them? And then what qualifies a man to be a roster? My head hurts thinking about this. Yes, I understand there's a lot of nasty women in this generation. OF is so big. Women are just as lustful as men now. We can't say they're not, because OF runs shit right now. But don't go thinking everybody's like that. Especially if you ever meet a good woman and you even mention the fact of a roster, you're going to ruin your chances with her. Not everybody does this, you guys. Just like there's men out here who don't sleep with a whole bunch of women, we're on the same boat. I like myself just as is. I like being alone just as is. I don't need people, nor do I have that fixation because I can't be alone. I've noticed people who usually have multiple partners or need like a rotation of people are super fucking insecure. They don't like themselves, they can't be alone, and they don't know how to be by themselves. And don't let these people on social media preach you that they're, oh, I could this, I could that. I've seen so many content creators, y'all, that say one thing and you watch them and they're doing another. I personally don't think it's smart to have a roster of men, especially when you're not even getting anything out of it. If you are having a roster, you better make sure your rent's paid from one of them, someone's paying your car note, you better be living lavishly. To give up your body, the most sacred thing to you, and the one thing that makes you you, and that should be for you and your man, I hope you're getting something out of this. I personally don't think you should do it at all, because like I said, we're emotional creatures, but I think this generation has a funny way of generalizing too much. And you'll come across a lot of women, I'm telling you, you will think a woman has a roster. You would think a woman is so nasty and all this stuff, and then when she cuts you off and blocks you like the rest of the dudes, you're going to believe her when she treats you like everybody else, which is nothing. Move along. So don't go assuming everybody has a roster. Like I said, y'all, I think a lot of people see all the toxic women that say freaky shit and all the toxic men, and then they generalize and think everybody else is like that. And this is where we go wrong in the dating game. This is where we go wrong with people. Learn to get to know people and learn to have your own mindset. I don't meet a man and go, yup, he has hella bitches, all because of the men that I see on social media that literally are wrapped around women. Everybody's different, y'all. Everybody has different lives. There's people who literally don't even like people. Have you ever heard of people that are not people persons? People, whatever you want to call them? Seriously, y'all. I definitely feel that. I like talking to people, but I don't want to be around y'all 24/7. I like to be in my own solitude, babe. So hope this helps. Stop generalizing. Have your own mindset. Don't let social media taint you up.